Ahoy! Welcome at the Festival Bubbles of the 62nd Zlín Film Festival, in which we introduce you to our favorite guests of this year's 2022 festival edition, and for sure one of our most sparkling guests of the year is Katarina Hager, who's Czech. And who's also a member of the ECFA jury this year. I can explain you what ECFA is all about. It's about a big networking organization where all children's film, European children's film... Oh, your microphone.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Okay, geen probleem. You have to sing, huh?
Yeah,
Sing, sing now, sing now. Ahoy! Welcome at the Festival Bubbles of the 62nd Zlín Film Festival, where we welcome some of our favorite guests of this year's already 60... Ah, shit! Sorry, one more time. Sorry. No more failure. 3, 2, 1? Okay, 3. Ahoy! Welcome at the Festival Bubbles of the 62nd Zlín Film Festival, in which we welcome some of our favorite guests from this year's edition 2022, and for sure one of our favorite guests of this year is Katarina Hager, who is Czech.
Yes, hello, I'm Czech.
And
hello, sorry.
And we're very happy to have her here as a representative of the ECFA jury. ECFA is a European networking organization where children's film professionals from the entire Europe find each other to exchange information and work together on projects. And what they have here in Zlín is a jury that is watching feature documentaries. And you are, I think, perfectly placed to be part of that jury because you have a background as a documentary maker.
Yes, hello, and I'm very pleased to be here. It's an incredible festival, and I'm pleased that I was chosen to be as a jury member of this year's edition for the documentary films. And yes, I'm a documentary filmmaker myself.
You'll have the chance to explain a little bit more about it later. First, tell me about your jury. Apparently, there's 2 people right here at the spot. How were the first days that you spent together?
Yes, we are. There's 3 of us, but unfortunately, only me and Teresa Lima from Portugal are present in Zlín. And I think that Teresa was a wonderful colleague. She's a director of a film festival in Portugal, but also a teacher. And I'm a documentary filmmaker and producer. So I think we have interesting things to share, and already are thrilled by the films that we saw so far.
I know that the festival programmers are having usually a quite hard time to find films for this specific category because there's not so many feature films made every year for a young audience when we talk about documentaries. But they found some?
Yes, well, so far we saw one yesterday, 2 films together. We saw a wonderful Polish film called The Herd, and today we saw the film about a great young surfer riding the wave. So both of them were featuring fascinating young protagonists, also conquering very difficult, demanding sports, and a lot of interesting topics were hidden within the teams.
Of course, as a jury member, you're not entitled to share too much information with the audience before the final verdict is made. But let me ask you, you're Czech, you live in Prague?
Yes, I'm Czech. I was born in the old town in Prague, and I live in Prague, yes.
Because I'm a Belgian, and every year I come here for 1 week, and I think this is the most exciting place on earth during the festival. You, living in Prague, do you come every year, at least once per year, to Zlín, and do you think it is the most exciting place on earth?
You know, I do. I try to come to Zlín or Southern Moravia quite often. I have a very soft spot for this region.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Which is not common for people living in Prague, I guess.
I can't speak for all people living in Prague, but I think that this region is very welcoming. People here are extremely friendly, and I can say that especially for the team who works here at the Zlín Film Festival. So I really enjoy it, and I feel somehow spiritually more at home in Southern Moravia than in Prague, surprisingly enough. Yeah, people are close to my heart here.
Wow, so with your cosmopolitan perspective on the world from the capital of Czech Republic, still you have a soft spot for the festival city. Tell us a little bit about the impressions that you had so far from the city.
Well, there's a great buzz in Zlín during the festival, and as a filmmaker, I travel to a lot of different festivals with my films, but I particularly love film festivals for children, because sharing the cinema with children in the audience really gives it a completely new energy. There's just so much excitement, and they're so spontaneous, and I like the way they react to the film. So I find it much more fun to be participating in a festival for children and young audience. And I think it's extremely important also for the young people to be part of this festival and learn, especially through documentary films, but also fiction films about the world.
Well, you might not notice it as easily as other years when the festival has a very explicit theme. Now, this year, the theme of the festival is a little bit more unnoticed, but as you can see on the catalog, the theme is communication. After 2 years of isolation, maybe we should learn again how to communicate with the outside world. And it's no coincidence that the 2 documentaries that you made that I saw, Children Online and Marriage, both are dealing with a very specific sort of communication. Can you explain a little bit more what they are about and how it is about communicating with the outside world?
It is true that my last 2 documentaries were very much about how digital technology and the new ways of communications are influencing our lives and changing the way we communicate. And it is true for young people, children, and us adults. So I, as a filmmaker, wanted to explore through the film how the world of children is changing thanks to internet, and that was that I tried to do with my film Children Online, which is made out of 3 different stories of children whose lives was very much radically changed by internet. And I try to make a film that's not black and white, showing that internet is only dangerous, while of course it does present risks, and the film shows that. But I also wanted to show that internet can be an opportunity and a way of learning. And I think I try to continue in showing that in my other film, which is already not featuring children, but adults in a film called A Marriage, which I made recently, which is about a couple, a Czech-Pakistani couple, which met in I shouldn't say unusual way, because today many people meet on the internet, and so they fell in love while playing an online game together called Farmville. They were planting virtual fruit and vegetables, and their relationship developed, and they wanted to live together, but they had to face a huge obstacle because the Czech authorities couldn't believe that their love is authentic, that their love is true, because our Czech protagonist, Zdenka, is on a wheelchair, and she's also a few years older than her Pakistani husband, so they had to they had to fight a lot of prejudice. So the film is not only about communication, but it's one of the themes of it. Yes. But I made another documentary about or featuring children, which is called Children of Flamenco. And it was my first film, which features two music stars, it's flamenco stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also about very different communication through music.
I heard something that I'm not sure if I can share it already with the outside world, but I heard that you are planning now to make a feature live action film instead of a documentary. You knew about this?
Yes, I am in the process of developing a fiction film. It's a family drama comedy, and it will definitely take a while for it to be ready to be presented at some festival. But I hope one day that I can share it with the audience, and it's a new
in this Lint Film Festival.
That
you
would
mean?
be wonderful. I am wonderful. I am afraid to say it, but it would be great. And
now we're talking. Talking about Zlín, capital of shoes. Can you show us the shoes that you're wearing today and tell us a little bit more about why you're wearing them, or what is your personal relationship with shoes?
I have to say, I have to admit, I don't have any particular relationship to shoes, but I have a little bit of high heels today because I'm very short. So
when you say "but," to me it sounds like "but." Yeah, so that was a good story already. Thank you for the shoes. Thank you for your charming smile to the festival. Thank you for your presence in our festival bubbles. It was a real pleasure, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice festival.
You too.